Hey, what's up, guys? It's Fat over here bringing you guys another life story. It has been a while since I've done these, but it all really started with some health issues, and now I'm getting over it. Everything's on its way getting better, so I'm back on the grind out here. So I'm about to show you guys, or tell you guys, a life story. So let's hop into it. So around last year, um, I believe it was last summer, I hung out with my friend a lot, and this friend, he basically wanted to like sleep over, but like, he couldn't, cause it was late. He couldn't, cause like he done it for like the past couple of days, right? Like you can't, like there comes a point in time where a parent, you know, no, like, you just can't do it for 4 days in a row, 3 days, I don't know. So we were just sitting on my porch, and it was like 11:30. My parents come home around like 12 at the time, and you know, they didn't know that they knew I was hanging out with him, but they didn't know what was really gonna happen. I told them that he was gonna go home. So this is what happened. So he didn't want to go home. So he told me to let him sleep over, right? And I didn't want to because of my parents. And he said that if we get caught, he said for me to ninja. He specifically said, "Let's ninja it. Nobody will find out." I told him we would get caught. He says, "No, we won't. If we do, I'll buy you a PS3." My dumbass took that deal. I was like, okay. I never got that PS3. Spoilers. So this is what happened. So we get inside, we eat a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, it's time to go to bed. Let's do it. So in my room, I have two beds. There's one that's next to a pretty big closet, and there's one next to my gaming setup. So I laid down on the one next to my closet, and I was wondering if my parents were gonna cook or anything like that when they got home or anything. So it's best that if he were to not sleep on a bed, at least for now, until the middle of the night. So we came up with the idea of putting him in the closet. So we put him in the closet, right? And he's a pretty short guy, so we put him in the closet. He laid down. He had a blanket, a pillow, and yeah. So we were just chilling out, lying down. He was in the closet. Doors were closed. Well, not fully closed. There was like obviously air coming through. And then he turns, or at least I heard him turn, and then he whispers. He goes, "Yo," you know. I'm like, "Yo," and he goes, "I'm bored." So I'm like, "Okay," and he says, "I'm bored. Do you have any games?" So I had to find my DS. I gave the man my DS. There was some Pokemon on it, I believe. So you know what? Gave him some DS. What? Never mind. Yeah, I gave him the DS. So it was about time. So earlier on, I forgot to mention that he called his house number or his sister's number with my house phone, which was a bad idea. So he did that, and his mom didn't answer, so we talked to his sister, and then that's it. So we were here, and we were just chilling, and then my parents came home, and then boom, a phone call. Now that phone call happened the exact same time my parents came home. It was like it was destiny. And so my mom picks up the phone. She's talking to his mom, and then all of a sudden she calls me down. I'm pretending to sleep like a dumbass, and I go, "Yeah, right." And she tells me what time did my friend leave. I was saying all this stuff. I was like, I don't know, like 11, blah blah blah. So she was getting really worried about my friend. So, and then I said, "Why?" And then because his mom called. His mom actually called. So, that was that. And then so my mom called me upstairs. That my sister came home. And so I had to tell them eventually. So, I was holding it off as long as I can. He was still in the closet. I was holding it off as long as I could. And then I gave in. I was like, "Listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys. He's downstairs. And then my sister, most angriest face ever. She was just angry. And she goes, "What?" Like she was like cheesed. And then I go, "Yeah, he's kind of downstairs." So I go over and I call his name, right? I don't know what he was doing, but he didn't come up. I was like, "I'm serious, he's downstairs." My mom called his mom saying that he was here, right? And then, I'm just telling them this. I turn around and there he was coming up the stairs from my room, and he just pops out from the corner of the fridge and he's just smiling. I don't even know. He was just smiling. It was so funny. And he was just smiling, just looking, right? And everyone was all worried. My sister was hella angry. But on the bright side, it all worked out well. Uh, no one really, I didn't really get punished. Um, Neither did him. I don't know. So basically, no bad things happened. We just, my mom, she was just like, okay, no, she cleared everything up. You guys go take a shower and, go to bed, do what you want. So we did. So the rest of the night was pretty lit. Uh, Next day we went skating and it was generally a good time. So that was the time we tried to ninja it. And there's only one thing that's bad about this whole story. I never got that PS3. I knew we were to get caught. We did get caught because of him, and I never got that PS3. He still owes me that PS3. I'm holding that. I'm holding that. He still owes me that PS3. But anyways, he has a YouTube channel, so I'm just gonna link it down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys later in the next life story. Later.